Hey nerds, join us on Discord and hit that subscribe button.
Hi, I'm Flynn.
Zika.
Thessaly.
Oma. Birdie.
Kevik. And I'm your DM, Seth. Welcome to Venture Forth. When last we left our heroes, we returned to the basement of Darham Keep, where in a last desperate bid to keep the secrets of their new weapons construction out of the hands of the agents of repair, the Dwergar bombardiers sabotaged the bombs and blew the basement to smithereens. With all of their superiors now gone or buried under rubble, the remaining soldiers within Darham, of course, in the wake of these events, turned to the next highest member of their chain of command, the members of the Fatal Reserve. You convinced the Kaldurian soldiers to move on to their objective as predetermined without the additional artillery, of course, that they had intended to bring. And in doing so, also brought in your own contingent of disguised soldiers to rotate out the existing soldiers holding the keep in order to take care of the wounded, clear the rubble, and otherwise make right, as best you could, the situation involving the collapsing of the basement underneath Darham. Meanwhile, also, Birdie experienced a powerful vision as she walked the world between and saw spirits with an ominous message of barriers failing and something coming. In the wake of all of this, the clerics of the party did some healing for some Kaldurian soldiers. You discovered a cache of military goods that is going to be very handy in outfitting the Undalian soldiers coming to reinforce the existing soldiers here. And, of course, eventually made your way across the city to inform Captain Ankar Jor and everyone else at the Ironlight Castle of your victory and the seizing of Darham Keep. But as you arrived in Ironlight Castle, Victor met you at the gates, and with a dire message led you to a room where you were able to see the cost of the Ironlight's victory at the Wyvern encampment, as Zorkal, covering retreat for the rest of the troop, had fallen to a Wyvern stinger and now lies prepared for a ritual that will hopefully, if all things go well, restore him to life. You all kind of took off for the evening, but Flynn, heeding some advice from your resident cleric, made your way to your old room where you bedded down, heart heavy with grief, and you are attempting to find rest. As you sit there on your bed, the two necklaces held in your hand, you sit there for a moment contemplating the events that have led you to this place and this kind of strange juxtaposition of being back in this room. Now with so much changed around you and yet somehow so much staying the same. And as you sit there, once again, the second time today, you hear a voice. Flynn? I got him. And your vision snaps. And not for the first time, you feel this disorienting sensation as the room around you changes, as you feel kind of a pressure almost seep its way into your mind. But as your vision clears, you find yourself in a very familiar space. You see the living room of your home in Maple Glen. And sitting in front of a fire, you see two figures. You see a stout dwarven woman with sort of like auburn hair that's done back in a traditional dwarvish braid, stout of figure, big sort of muscles and big arms, built like a soldier almost. You see your mother, Nora, and sitting next to her, looking up from a book, the book that you are so familiar with and that you've poured through the pages of, not understanding a lick of it when you were younger, your father's spellbook, as your father Baudry, wearing his simple sort of dusky brown tan robes that he always seemed to wear around the shop, looks up, and you see as your mother and father smile Son, and they both stand up and they come over to you and wrap you up in an embrace.
Is this real?
And they like holding you tight. You hear your dad's voice. He says, after a fashion, it's a little bit of an illusion I've been working on. So you are wherever you are, but you're also here. We're all here together. And you hear like the excitement in your dad's voice as he talks about magic that normally has such like quiet and calm demeanor as he kind of gets excited. He's like, this is the first time I've been able to work it out. I've been working on it. I wanted it to be to be a surprise.
I know.
And you feel them, like you feel their physical presence.
I reach up to touch them.
Yeah, as you do so, and you step back, and your mother, who's always been a little bit taller than you, reaches down and she grabs your face. Flynn, my boy, how are you?
I'm good.
You're in Addersfeld, yeah?
Yeah.
Are you safe?
Yeah.
We've heard about everything that happened.
No, I'm just tired. It's been a lot. We're here and we're helping the Iron Light. They're the only people who survived. I made Sentinel and it's a process, but we're successful. I think we're gonna be. I think.
What?
Yeah. And I have a bunch of stuff that I've been collecting to show you as well. And I'll go to look. Do I have my souvenir bag?
As you like think about it, like conjures into the space next to you.
I'll look to my dad. Magic.
It's some powerful stuff I've been working on, son.
I know.
This one took me a long time.
Yeah, I remember you messing with it anyway, and I'll set the bag on my lap and I'll start pulling stuff out.
Tell us where and your mom kind of goes, she goes, well, we don't have long. It's only lasts a few minutes, right, dear? And your father's like, I'm sorry, son. The best I can do is about 10 minutes, but we wanted to check on you.
Yeah.
And your mother says, like I said, we heard about Addersfeld. It's under attack, and we knew the Iron Light was there, and we just wanted to make sure you're all right. We've tried to stay away. We know you're on your own journey, but well, you can't blame a mother for worrying, can you?
I'm fine. No, I'm great. I'm great. I made some friends, and yeah, we're doing good. Yeah. How's the store?
This is your mother. She's not making an insight check. The store's fine, love.
Yeah. Making sales?
What's on your mind here? I'm your mother. You can't lie to me.
Oh.
You've always been a shite liar.
True.
Flynn. What's wrong?
Just tired. So tired.
Tired of what, son?
Everything. I feel like every choice I've made is wrong. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore.
Oh. I mean, what? I don't understand. You've made Sentinel. You've done everything Victor said you were meant to do. Aren't you happy?
No.
She puts a hand on your shoulder. Tell me.
Where do you want me to start?
At the beginning. What's weighing on you?
Decisions I've made. I thought were right. Killing people. All of it. I didn't know adventuring was going to be this hard.
And she laughs, a big, boisterous laugh. And she says, I told you it would be.
I know.
Did you not believe me?
No.
Well, I'm not going to say I told you so, but I'm going to say I told you so. Flynn, you hurt people. Is that right?
Yeah.
Why?
They were gonna hurt me or my friends.
And do you care about your friends? The people you're with?
Yeah,
Are they good people?
I like to think so.
And were they going to be harmed if you didn't?
I think we would have died. Multiple times. We kind of did once, kind of.
What?
I'm okay.
And your dad puts his arm on. She like stands up.
Oh.
And your dad, Nora, he's fine. In that quiet, reassuring way. Your mother's always been the very tempestuous one, but your dad has always been the...
I made a deal to save him.
With what? With who?
The Lord of Shadehold.
I don't know who that is.
I really don't either. And they gave me powers. And they're helping.
You don't sound very happy about it.
Well, because I know that I have to get rid of the powers eventually. And then I'm back to just me. And so far, I don't think that's been enough. They didn't treat me very kindly in the Iron Light. And I don't know why, but I care so much about them.
This deal you made. What did you give up in exchange? What did you promise?
To help them,
With what?
whatever they want. Listen, you weren't there.
Flynn. When did you get it into your head that you, being you, wasn't enough? I'm your mom, and I can't help but feel that... Did I... It hurts me to hear you say these things.
It's been a long journey. I guess I kind of lost my way a bit. I don't really know which way to go. Can I come home? Please? You're right.
Dad steps up to you as your mom kind of turns to him. Your mom's doing her best, but she's never really been good at this. And your dad steps up to you. He puts his hands on your shoulders. He says, "Son, there is always a place for you here. You know that."
Yeah.
Do you really want to come home? Is that really what you want?
No.
You've never liked this place.
Was it that obvious?
You always wanted to be off with your friends on some grand adventure. Now look, your mother and I know firsthand. It's not always the most glamorous thing. But do you feel like you're making a difference?
Yeah.
Are you with good people?
Yeah.
Then whatever decisions you've made, you can always walk back from. Part of the bitch of growing is you can't always take things back after you make a decision. But you can do the next best thing, which is to move forward. And as you look down, he grabs you, tilt your chin up, keep your head held high, and make do with what you got. Now, I told you something before you left. Do you remember what it was?
No, I can't say that I do. I know you told me to listen more, but
I told you that people like us, people view us a certain kind of way. We're small. Sometimes people, they can't see much past that. And I told you you'd have to probably earn your respect out there. But what I didn't tell you, and I think you'll come to find, is that there's only one person whose respect really matters. And he points his finger and he taps you on the chest. This guy in here. If you can look at yourself in the mirror, and if you can live with what you've done, that's really all any of us can hope for. So, can you?
I'll try.
That's my boy. And he pulls you in for a hug, and your mom wraps you guys both up in her arms.
As I'm in their arms. Are you proud of me?
And your mom leans down, and in your ear she says, Lynn, the only thing you ever had to do for us to be proud of you was to be good. And you are. We all make mistakes, lad. Lord, no, I've made many. I'll tell you about him someday. But we're always proud of you, son.
Okay. Just hold him.
You take a quiet moment there with your family. So your dad says, all right, we've only got a few minutes left, so you might want to show us what's in that bag of yours.
Yeah. And I'll pull out the souvenir bag.
Yeah.
And I will quickly, basically like just start pulling stuff out. So the first thing I pull out, I'll reach in, and it's kind of like a bag of holding. So I'll reach in and I will think of a cold crust outpost stamp.
Mm-hmm.
I got this when I met my friends at the beginning, and there's this guy named Jarnan, and he's no longer with us, but he really helped us kind of become a group. And it just is from there, so I kind of took it, and I just put it on the table, or I'll put it on in an area. Next, we went to the Shadow Timberland, and I'll pull out some acorns. And these were there was a bad thing in the woods, and this is just like something that I grabbed to remind me of that. We basically took care of it and sealed something, but I think maybe it's not done yet, so that's something we have to finish. It's related to a lich. When we were about to leave, I guess, I don't know if this, and I'll pull out the 2 necklaces.
Mm-hmm.
Before we left the Timberlands, the Shadow Timberlands, I got these engraved for you both, and I'll hold them up. And they're 2 wooden necklaces with nature images on them. They're 2 identical ones, and they have like leaves and things carved in them, like in a filigree around it. And on the back, I'll show them. And one of them has the initials N and F, and the other one has the initials B and F. Can I give you things?
I'm sorry, son. Nothing I can take from here, nothing manifested here can be taken with us.
Okay.
It's all an illusion. But you give them to us when you see us.
Yeah, hopefully soon. We have things. Anyway, there's also, here's this. It's a piece of wood from a cannonball. Nope. It's a piece of cannonball shrapnel. Sorry, I don't know what that's doing in there. And I throw it off the side. Pull up a piece of, this is a piece of a cannonball. Basically, we went to the Cold Crest outpost, and I kind of, blew up a ramp. I was trying to blow the ramp up, but it also blew up part of the ship. It was a group of Kaldorian soldiers, and they were attacking us. I got a lot of shit for that. I also have these little soldier toys, and I will pull out iron ones and copper ones. And I got these from a store in Blackpool. They're dwarves, Mom. Like you?
She takes them. She takes them and she's like, she looks at them and kind of like adoringly. And she looks up, she says, I played with these as the last one's just like them.
I had wooden ones too, but I gave them to a little drow boy. I also, I got this, and I pulled out a bronze hairpin, and I got, this is like one of the first times I really kind of met up with a sentinel outside of the castle, and he gave this to me. I don't really use hairpins, but I took out hook horrors, and I thought it was kind of fun. I knocked one off a ledge, and it fell off into the distance.
Nasty creatures, those.
Yeah, fucked them up. And then I got, and I pulled out some stained glass window pieces. I found this in a temple of Famir in a town where we got some water to make necklaces, and I'll like reach in and I'll hold my necklace out, and it's supposed to make us like hidden. It kind of works, kind of not. I might stop using it because honestly, come at me, you know. And I go back in my bag. I pull out a magic piece, like a little piece of paper. So there's this guy named Hayfried, and he's also kind of a wizard like you, Dad. He's done bad things, but I guess he's kind of atoning for him. So that's cool. And he's been kind of helping me with spells and stuff. So he, I think I stole this. I can't remember. But it's got spells on it. Do you know what it means? And I'll be like, here. And I'll just, and then I also have this. Oh, this is kind of, I pull out some sheep's wool. So this is what I'm talking about. So basically what happened at the beginning, there's these crystals with some like souls in them or something. And one broke. I got horns. It went inside my mouth and my nose and stuff. And then I had a demon or some kind of devil in me or something. And then we got it out and we put it in it. I know. See what I'm saying? And we put it in a sheep against my will. But I guess the sheep's okay now, so it's fine. We just have this weird abomination in a jail in a void. But that's that. I also have some horse hair. Oh.
Oh, the horses.
Yeah, so this was our first group.
I have intrusive thoughts about that horse every day.
This is our first group of horses.
Every day.
And we were traveling with a group of a family that was trying to cross the lines.
Yeah.
You know how hard it was. That's why we kind of stopped. Yeah. Anyway, they weren't able to get through, so we tried to help them get around, and we went into a dungeon of sorts, and there were giants there, and we tried to run from the giants. And I tried to lead them away with. I was on one of the horses. I was trying to distract and lead them away, and then kind of loop around, but that didn't really work because they can throw things really far.
Giants are quite strong. So.
Yeah, I found that out. So this is honestly, R.I.P. I also, I reach in, I pull out a weapon receipt. It's like a little receipt paper for a bunch of just weapons. So like a sickle, daggers, my bow, a long sword. So we also, there's a kid in our party. Yeah, like taller than me, obviously still, which is annoying. But we had to go rescue her mentor, and so we pretended to be inspectors of sorts with our cleric of Famir and Zachriel. And this is from us having to check our weapons. And we were successful. We also saved a kid and a bird. We used to have a bird in our party. It was wild. They're okay, I hope. And I reach in. This is something else I need to get you. And I pull out 2 jars of jam. So this one's apricot. This one's strawberry. And we were in Westbury on our way to help.
Hopefully those will keep, but...
They said they would for a while.
Good. Okay.
I'll open. No, I'll do it later.
Yeah,
I think you probably want to keep them sealed, right?
Yeah. That would be best, son.
We had to deliver some news, and I was kind of in a bummed mood, but I got these because I saw them and I thought of you, and so hopefully they still last when we get back. So I also have these red leaves. This is from Estergrove. I don't know if you're familiar with that area, but one of my members kind of did some bad stuff. He's still in a cage in the void, but hopefully, I don't know. We also have these 2, and I'll reach in my bag and I'll pull out a drawing, and I'll actually kind of did a little bit of drawing, and one of the party members in the group actually taught me how to do it relatively well. There's another picture I have of a farmer, he's a fisherman, but I think they kept that one. But it was really good. I'll show it to you sometime. This one...
Your mom takes it and looks at it.
So, this one is a picture of 2 of the people that I hang out with. One of them, his name is Kellic, and the other one is Thessaly. And they're in love.
And your mom, bumps your dad. She goes, see, Dad, it's not all that uncommon.
And if you look at the picture, when mom looks at the picture, it's a picture of... them basically just sitting on the edge
of the void.
Of the void.
Yeah.
And it's just Thessaly's arm over Kellic, just consoling you. And then I also have this tooth from a metal thing in Stillgate. We had to save the queen, so that's pretty cool.
And they take it and look at it.
It's not a real cat, but it was a metal cat. There's also this guy that has a metal arm, and Kellic's definitely not jealous of it, so... Oh, speaking of the queen, I also have, and I'll reach in the bag and I'll pull out a letter. So I met a queen, and she was very nice and very statuesque, even. And
oh my God.
Taken.
We successfully saved her from a bad guy, basically, a group of bad people, actually. And she was like, do you guys want anything? And I was like, you know what? It'd be really cool. I had her write a letter out to you guys. I don't know, just to say, to prove it, right? Just so you don't think I'm lying. I met a queen.
Oh, I wouldn't think you were lying, son.
I know.
A little bit.
Look, there's a little thing in the. It's her seal, I think.
She opens it and opens the seal and unfurls the letter. And she starts to read out loud. Dearest Beaudry and Nora, I'm writing to express my gratitude for raising such an accomplished and capable young man. Flynn, very recently, has done a great service to my person and Ondale by saving my life alongside his fellows, the agents of repair, from a serious and dire threat from a group of highly decorated soldiers from Kaldor, known as the Fatal Reserve. And your mom's face, she hesitates and pauses, and looks up at you.
What? What? You know them?
I've heard of them.
Well, they're dead.
Oh, Jesus.
Well done. Good.
You didn't like them either?
Not very much, no.
Yeah, I pushed one off a ship.
And she just grabs you and pulls you in and rouses you up. And she says, that's my boy. And then she kind of keeps reading. But yeah, you catch that she knows who they are. The danger he and his friends put themselves in by intervening cannot be overstated. I am eternally grateful for the risk they took in protecting me. While it is a small thing, as a show of my gratitude, I'd like to informally extend to you an invitation to visit me in Stillgate to attend a dinner to be held in honor of Flynn and his friends. A date is to be determined, and a formal invitation will be sent to you at an appropriate juncture.
Okay.
I owe your son, and by extension you, a debt. If you should have need of anything, contact my scribes within Stillgate. They have been given your names and information, and any missives will be delivered to me personally. Thank you, and I look forward to meeting you. Her Majesty, Queen Isolde Trissa, Prime Architect and Queen Regent of Ondale. And your mom, like, as she reads the letter, she turns to you. Flynn, you've done so much in such a short amount of time.
Yeah. Going through this bag actually kind of made me realize that. Kind of just been throwing things in there and really haven't had the time to stop and look at it. Too much, really.
She grabs you. Flynn Fellowleaf, you are a Fellowleaf. Don't you forget it.
I won't, Mom.
Whatever decisions you've made, good or bad, know that we've done the same. But the best decision we ever made. We love you, son.
Love you too, Mom and Dad.
Now, we're running out of time. And she turns and your dad nods. But you stay safe. And you come see us. And we'll go through this bag proper.
I'd like that.
Now go kick some ass, son. And she kind of does the thing where she punches you in the chest a little bit. Your mom's own weird way of showing affection.
Yeah.
And then they pull you in for a hug.
I just hold him until
After a few more minutes,
I miss you guys.
miss you too, son. Be careful. And the vision fades. And you find yourself in your room, holding on to the necklaces.
I'll take them and put them on. And just lay my head down and just kind of ease off to sleep.
Fall asleep. Your dreams go undisturbed.
Ooh.
All right. So, as the evening winds down, it's still pretty early. The sun does set. Flynn, you probably find your way to sleep at about 7 or so. Pretty early. You guys have had a long and very trying day. You guys pretty wore out, pretty beat up, pretty low on reserves. But there are a few hours, if you so wish, to meander about the Ironlight Castle. So I'll ask, before you all kind of find your way to rest, is there anything any of you would like to do? Anyone you'd like to speak with? Anything you'd like to visit?
I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't need to, but I do. Sorry. But I want to take a look at that scroll again and spend some downtime.
Oh, okay.
I've
Scroll that you
had
have
about
that's in-
15 hours, and I want to spend some more.
Okay.
Downtime.
Yeah. I'd say you could get another. It's pretty early, so if you wanted to push into 10 p.m. or something like that before you actually kind of start nodding off.
I did not use that much energy
Okay.
because
then, yeah.
my spell lasted. I spelled at the beginning, and I
Right. You kept
used that the whole time.
Right.
So.
So yeah, you could add. I'll say you can add another. You're at 15.
Yeah.
Okay. You can add another 6 hours of downtime into and you're starting to understand more about the scroll. One thing you understand, I think, as you're reading it, with almost kind of nascent and budding understanding of magic, as you read the scroll, you understand that there is power in these words. This is not ordinary writing or anything mundane. There is a latent and very old power here within this scripture. And you're getting pretty close to kind of unlocking all of its secrets. But cool. you got 21 hours, so. Okay. All right.
I wanna
find where Birdie is.
Okay.
I'm wherever y'all put me.
Yeah.
That's
That is a good question, I guess. What is done with
I guess
Birdie?
it was last with Oma. So, I mean, I guess we're all over it.
But I was saying I was going to go see Thessaly to see what she wanted to do with her, whether she wanted to put her in a prison
Yeah,
cell.
so I would come find Thessaly and Birdie, I guess.
I was looking for you.
Oh,
This,
okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
this, so like timeline-wise, this would have happened before you went
Yeah.
off. So we'll now back up a little bit, and
little bit.
and we will go to basically shortly after Flynn departs, and everybody kind of starts finding their way. You find Thessaly, and with Birdie in tow.
Thessaly, they have a prison cell if you want to put Birdie in it. It's up to you.
Oh, that's so tempting, Olma. And I appreciate you setting that up because I do feel like it's proper considering everything that went down.
You took my swords. I'll be real nice.
They
Like
might
I can do
disappear.
that. I'm not gonna disappear. You took my swords. I'll stay.
Right. I don't believe anything that comes out of your mouth. But I am
Yeah,
going to
that's
find
fair.
Seeker, and I think Seeker will probably have the best handle on the situation considering what he knows.
Well, I leave her in your very capable hands.
Oh yeah. Totally.
You get some good
That's-
sleep, dear, all right? All right. And I just give Oma like a squeeze on the shoulder before she goes to bed if she lets me.
I let you.
All right, Birdie, let's go find Seeker.
Awesome. Yeah.
Could you walk just like slightly out of my periphery?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yep, that can do.
So I'm gonna try to go find you. Where
Yeah.
have you been hanging out at?
I'm probably trying to find you.
It doesn't take long. I mean, Iron Light's it's a pretty
not
big
that
castle,
big.
but not
Yeah,
huge.
it's not that big.
Yeah.
All right. So look, black doors and all. I don't have to be here for this conversation. I understand. If you want me here, you've got me. But
Can I be in your periphery now?
Yes, you can
okay.
be.
Yeah, just wanted to double check on that. If I should be hiding or not.
Oh, she told you not to be seen.
you know what? Yep. I put her on my
Oh,
left.
yeah.
Yeah.
Intentionally that time.
Mm, sometimes that happens.
Mm-hmm. I
It's
know.
understandable. Yep.
No, you can be here. Probably good to have someone to make sure I ask all of the questions.
Whatever
Because
you need from me.
Sometimes I forget.
You're going to answer all his questions, right?
Yeah, nope, totally. As long as you don't kill me, I'll say whatever you name.
Can I ask a quick question?
Mm-hmm.
You that easily bought?
Well, I've seen you fight, and you're kind of scary, and I kind of already did what I had to do. So, I mean, whatever it's gonna take to get me out of this, it's kind of where I'm at. But like,
How do you tend to live with yourself after these kinds of situations, though, I suppose is my question.
compartmentalization.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just don't think about it.
Yeah, that makes
Pretty
a lot
much,
of sense.
yeah.
You just kind of keep going.
Yep, yeah, one foot in front of the other, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The next job.
See, he gets.
But you keep doing the thing that put you in the situation in which you have to find and make a compartment
Well, so I've only really done a couple of like big jobs. I've really mostly done like errand stuff, and so this has been like
Oh.
the last like 48 hours have been kind of crazy. So
That is so fucking funny. Oh my god.
That's really good.
This is all like new territory for me. I really have just been an errand boy for a long time, and it's like, whoo, one job after another, and then just gotta keep going forward.
Maybe find some different errands.
Well, it doesn't work like that. I really don't know like how to explain that, but like I do what I'm told, and if I don't, then I die. Like that's the option. So
I'm just nodding.
there's really like not a choice at this point. It's do or die, and so I'm doing because I'd rather not die.
So you're pretty new at this, huh?
Yeah, you know a lot about this. What do you order when you go to a bar?
Depends on what I want. But yeah, sometimes water.
Half full?
Yeah, the napkin is also important.
Yeah, of course. Well, So, how long have you been ordering that?
Oh, well, I don't do it much anymore. Just when I need to get information.
Wait, back up. What do you mean you don't do it anymore?
So, like, where are like? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna like whisk you aside and like, let's. I am not with the crew anymore.
No, that's
It's been a long time.
no, but you're not with the crew anymore. Like you
Right.
people don't do that.
Sometimes they do.
No, they don't.
It's kind of why I said that sometimes there are more options.
Birdie. Roll a history check with advantage for me.
Okay.
Am I still in earshot?
You're
or
still
do you,
here.
okay,
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
it
did you
here.
want
It
me
was
to
both
go?
of you.
Okay,
It was
okay.
both of you. I was
Okay.
just kind of like
Just
trying
making
to
sure other people
get
got
out
it,
of
got it.
foot
Okay.
traffic.
Whoa, literally
What?
the same
How does this
roll.
fucking
How are you
happen to
doing
you?
that? Yeah, that was crazy.
Were they
Is it?
220s?
I have a 0 to street. No, it's 211.
211.
But she rolls the
That's the
same.
second or third time that's happened.
These
yeah.
are new
Some
dice.
ghost
Right.
shit.
too.
Some weird
Ghost
ghost
shit.
The
shit.
ghosties.
Go shit. They're loaded dice. No, I'm kidding.
I will ask you.
Yeah.
Are you all right if I give her a teeny, just a tidbit?
Yeah.
Birdie, inside of the Crownlink crew, it is often discussed and talked about that you don't get out. It's not a life someone leads. But there's a story about one guy. Kind of a legendary figure in the Crownlink crew who got out somewhere in Gambledeer.
Are you from Gambledeer?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
No way. Wait. No. Listen. Look, people don't leave. Like, you don't leave. I've heard of you. You're the only one who got away.
I'm probably not the only one, but
No, you're the only one.
I'm kind of special. Yes.
How?
That's a story to tell, but it's not the most important part right now. What I could use your help with, what we could use your help with, is trying to track Chiak.
I really don't know where she is. That wasn't part of the job.
But you could probably find her.
I mean, maybe. She might be at the Cloman Well, but I really doubt she's anywhere near this city. And like I said, it's been like 24 hours since I seen her last.
Who else do you run with?
You?
Is it just you?
Well, I kind of did a job with like a couple other people before, but I don't really know where they are right now. I think they're like doing other things, and one of them is probably going to be tracked down and murdered, so that's going to be a problem.
One of them is going to be tracked down and murdered.
Well, they're trying to leave because the job, they didn't like the job we did.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, and you know, you can't really leave, except you did.
Mhm.
But you can't, but like we can't leave. I guess you did. You did.
It's possible.
No, it's not. It's like really not possible. Like once you're in, like I made this choice, so like live with it, you know? But like, you can leave.
They talk a big game. It's kind of like if everyone thinks they can leave, then well, why would they stay if they
Yeah.
don't like it? So they try to scare you, and they do because it's scary. But
Tell me about it.
yeah, I decided to leave, and anyway, you should see. Would you be willing to try and help us find the bomb?
Oh, sorry. You want me to help you find Chiak?
Mhm.
No, are you crazy? Are you insane?
Well,
She's a psychopath.
Mhm.
Yeah, what? You want me to go against her directly and against the entire crew? They're in every city in this country and the one next to us. Like, that is. a death sentence.
All you have to do is try to find her, track her location, or the bomb's location. It would be really helpful. And we could pay you. I could pay you. And I could help you get out. Flower shop.
I mean, what would you want me to do?
Well, as much as you can. Locations, dates, plans, anything you can find. And I'll pull out a vial of ink.
Oh boy.
You probably know what this is.
I've seen you hand it out to a couple people now.
It can write to this. Seeing as how you know how to communicate with people that aren't here, you could simply write a note. It's not a lot.
And you could potentially, maybe, help me think about leaving.
Not potentially. I've been gone for a long time.
What did you do?
I walked away. There was a conversation and threat on my life, but I still walked away. They can't be everywhere at once. Change your name, maybe your appearance. Keep your eye out.
Yeah,
I did.
yeah.
I did. I meant. Oh.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was funny.
Of course you did.
From like 20 feet away. I thought it was funny. I love it.
Kind of forgetting Tess is there is like, it's key to have someone to watch your back.
Yeah, I just got the dead. I don't got anybody else watching my back.
What is this dead thing?
Well, I really thought okay. Yeah, I guess I was talking to the other guy about it.
The other guy.
I can see the dead.
Okay.
Like, I actually was talking to somebody earlier who died here in the castle, and he asked me to make sure it's okay. So, yeah. Yes, I can do that. That's how I saw the dead, and when I was almost dead, was because I can see the dead. I don't really know why. Just something that's happened. So, yeah.
Interesting. So, what do you think? Would you try to help?
I mean, I don't know how much I can get for you, but
If she is where you're going, it'd be very easy. If not, you could still try to track. Find a reason to get back to where she is. Or the family. Or anyone that's worked with her recently.
Yeah.
They have to be doing something with it. She won't keep it. It's dangerous.
Oh, yeah, no.
If it didn't explode when they got it,
Wouldn't that be something?
that would be amazing.
All right. Yeah. I'll try my best. I will. I got a lot to make up for, so. I know what.
Desali, what do you think?
I don't love the idea of letting her walk away. But you know them best. And I trust your judgment, just like I trust you with my life. So if this is what you think, this is your call. If this is what you think, then we're doing it.
I think she's between a rock and a hard place. And the question is, who does she fear more, you or Chiak?
That's a real rock and a hard place right there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, should I say yes or no? I don't know what the right answer
Good
is.
Lord, stop being so afraid of me.
Yeah, I saw you do a lot of real crazy stuff, and I've seen those.
What have you seen Shiok do?
I've just heard the stories.
I've never actually seen her do anything.
No, but the stories are pretty bad.
Probably done some
Do you think I could
stuff.
take her?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
So, you know.
Absolutely.
I don't know if I'd do that for you, considering that you tried to bring down a ceiling on top of the man I love right in front of me, so...
My bad.
Yeah, you're bad.
Yeah. I didn't mean for it to blow up. Like, that wasn't the plan.
You didn't mean. So if he had just died, I guess I could have just, pulled out a handkerchief and been like, well, I guess Birdie didn't mean it. Sorry. We're working on... I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's, oh.
I'm sorry.
How long have you been with them?
Gosh, I don't really remember now. It started with a lot of really small jobs.
Mm-hmm.
I came to the city when I was like 13 or so. I don't know. It was a blurry time, to be honest. And then at some point, I just started doing little things.
It's easy to fall in. They find your skill, they use it, they make you feel good,
Yeah.
useful.
And talking to the dead is a very unique skill set.
Yeah.
So it was very useful.
Have you ever used it for good?
I try. I take it very seriously. I may not be good at keeping my promises with the living, but I sure as hell keep my promises to the dead. That is something that I value more than anything in this world.
And you say you talked to a ghost here.
Yeah, like right over in that area.
Did they look like so Flynn, where's the
Yeah,
The pauldron.
yeah, yep. Like Flynn Kit, they had one of those things.
what?
Flynn Kit.
Okay.
It was important to me.
Can you do it whenever you want?
It kind of is like a hit or miss situation because like sometimes people don't want to talk, and it's kind of hard to like summon people directly if I'm looking for specific people, but I can always like try, Yeah.
Okay.
Are you looking for me to talk to somebody?
I don't know. Stuff has happened and maybe
Oh.
I don't know. But you talk to a sentinel or a dead one, and you say you keep your word to the dead.
Yeah,
We don't want that bomb coming back here, or going anywhere else to hurt anyone. I don't think that sentinel would want it either.
no, you're right.
I know these people. I know the fear. You're in a tough spot. But I and we will do what we can to help you, if you can help. If you can try. I know you can't do... You... She is a fiendish one, that Shiak.
Yeah. No, so I will try, but you gotta know, like, I'm putting my life on the line doing this. Oh.
Well, considering how many lives you put on the line already, I feel like even trade.
Yeah, no, that, yep. I can't really argue with that. I could try and think of an argument, but I don't.
I'm sorry.
Nope.
Nope, not to you. Apologizing to Seeker. Sorry.
Yep. Nope. Yep.
It's part of the cost. You have to be willing to live on the edge to get out. Think about it.
Yeah.
We should get some rest.
You sure about this? You sure about her?
No, not at all, but it's the best lead we have.
All right, so, and I kind of take them from my back. Should I give these back?
I'll be real good, I promise.
You hush.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know another way.
I like him.
Mm-hmm.
He's great.
Mm-hmm.
If you do anything to get the Groundling crew back on his ass, well, I really do believe in restitution. Here you go.
Joy.
She really means that.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Birdie just slowly backs away, and you remain in the castle, I presume. And we're gonna cut over to Olma. You're good. You said Olma's doing her thing, studying the scroll for the rest of the evening. Kellic, anything you wanted to do this evening? Before you find rest.
I'm gonna go find Thessaly.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Sometime later.
Yeah.
I was
After that
looking for a
conversation.
window after that conversation. Why do I talk like you now?
It's contagious.
I'm so sorry.
I was looking
rubs off
for
on
a
ya.
window after that interaction.
Yeah. It takes you a while to find Thessaly because likely they're up high somewhere,
Okay,
looking over
yeah.
a window. You're able to find, on one of the parapets or something like that. And through it, you see, still large swaths of the city that are smoldering or on fire. But as the night is beginning to, as the sun sets, a lot of the sounds of conflict far off are begin to mute and eventually kind of subside as most of the fighting quells for the day. Fires continue to burn, but you find Thessaly standing by a window looking out at the city.
Hey.
Hi. How are you doing?
Right.
You sure?
What are you looking at?
Oh, I was trying to find a good place to, I was gonna try to pray to Fenra.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know the customs. Is that?
I don't either, so I was kind of hoping you would have some pointers.
Yeah.
Baby.
Well, usually they like a symbol or some kind of device through which you can channel
Ugh.
your connection. But I think you have those in your swords.
Yeah, I look at the newly adorned swords with some fun new toys. Right, I've just always done mine through action, and it's sort of been more of an agreement where I fulfill a certain role that Fenra happened to, be aligned with. It was sort of the whole ending Captain Vossen's life thing that was, the big part of the oath. But, I had I would call it a nightmare. She might call it a dream. Fenra might call it a dream. I had a nightmare.
Right, at the Queen's residence.
Yes, and so essentially, she wanted me to continue in said capacity, but sort of more for her ends than my own.
Aye.
And, well, okay, like there was a reason I sort of related a little bit to the difficult thing that Flynn did in the Underdark, and I know it was different because it was a demon, but I offered Fenrir my entire life just to kill Vossen.
While you were indentured to Vossen, aye, or just as?
No,
When he was in East Haven.
when I was in East Haven, the night my family died, I asked for anyone to help or save them. I asked the gods. But no one answered. Until I was the last one. And I thought it was my last moment, and I was so angry that I had watched all of them die, that if I could just end who had hurt them, I would give anything, because I didn't want to be alive anymore. And then Fenrir stepped in. So, has a little bit of selective hearing.
Aye, yeah.
So she kind of,
That is a failing.
has me. But I also... I don't want that to be forever. So anyway, I thought with this whole new agreement and these, and I hold up the swords again, maybe I should try a direct line of how does it work when you talk to Famir and Zachriel? Because you've said you've talked to them, and that didn't involve praying, right? You were just chatting?
Well, I pray to them all the time, but every now and then they've appeared before me. Or in dreams. So I can't exactly advise on how I've worked that out. It's funny. I was thinking about praying, and then I sort of set up my stuff in front of me, and all I could think about was that there was someone else I'd rather talk to. So I'm especially not equipped to advise you.
What did you want to talk to me about?
Oh, I am afraid.
Of?
Well, I don't know if you heard, but Zorkal didn't, well, he didn't survive.
Right. Yes.
But he's preserved, so I might be able to restore him. But I've never done it before. After a certain time has passed, and well, I've been there for a couple of these kind of ceremonies, these rites, as they've been performed, and they don't always work.
I wondered.
And I've got to tell you, death is a frightening thing. It's extremely confronting. It's abrasive. I'd like to tell you that it's peaceful, but often it's not. And the worst part of it is seeing the way it harms everyone else. And if I fail, it'll be me. It'll be me doing that harm.
No. Hey, look at me. No, it won't. Did you kill Zorkal?
No, but I have the power.
Alec, I am unfortunately very familiar with death. And if someone had told me that there was a chance that they could bring someone back, and they tried their best, I would not have blamed that person. I would still have blamed Captain Vossen and the Fatal Reserve.
I know.
Not to mention, what do you mean you don't believe in yourself? You can do this. I have no doubt. You're the most amazing person I know. You got two gods to speak to each other.
That was something, huh? I don't know how well that's going. I haven't checked in a minute.
Well,
What is the
difficult
start?
triangle. I mean, but clearly you've contained them somehow because you haven't, you've got the arm and then you can still do the things that don't make me sick, so something's happening there.
Yeah.
You've managed to salvage a relationship with Flynn and sort of get him to see the repercussions of his actions, and you're always there to be there for Olma. One of the most mercurial children I've ever met. And I raised 4 of them.
Even for children.
Even for children, yes.
It's impressive.
Maybe Hazel would have given you a run for your money, but outside of that, no. You're so capable of so much.
Thanks, Thank you.
You don't have to thank me, it's just true.
Well, still, you're right, Alma said to me the other day that I didn't have to take care of everyone or something like that, something to that effect. And that's just not true to me. I can't accept that. But I do really appreciate that you take care of me.
Well, as we sort of established, I am in love with you, so that helps. I'm gonna get used to saying it.
Say it again.
Kelly.
Yes, Nestle.
I love you.
I love you too. I've been waiting all day for that bloody illusion to wear off so I could kiss you. Because you pull off the Vossen thing, right? You get it. But
No, it made me horribly uncomfortable. I hated it the whole time.
It's not great. I'll try to help you pray.
You don't have. If you don't feel like praying, it's okay.
No,
I feel like it's probably going to turn into more of a demand anyway.
Well,
Because I'm gonna start talking to because you still talk to them, right? You start it. You're like, dear Famia.
you think I'll write them a letter?
I don't know how this works.
They know who you're talking to. For starters.
Can you maybe walk me through the steps? There's got to be procedure and ceremony to this, right?
Well, you try. Yes, like I said, maybe present your swords in the form of that. And
Right. So I'm gonna put the swords on the windowsill, maybe, kind of lay them in front of each other.
that'll do, I think, if I know much. Well, do we have? I've got here, and I take out a little copper brazier, a little miniature one, and I'll start a flame in that underneath the swords. I think I've seen something like that outside of her shrines here and there. Sort of a dragon's breath kind of thing. And well, I don't know how it is. It's usually a good thing to prostrate yourself to some extent. So maybe take a knee.
Okay.
I know. And I sort of like do it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I go down as well.
All right.
Is this when we put our hands together? Is that how that works?
Well, first give me a kiss.
Oh, right. I heard you.
That wasn't one of the steps.
I didn't think so. Cheeky.
All right.
But yes, I'll take your hand and just reach out to her in your mind. And you can say it out loud if you like, or you can say it in your mind. And they'll hear.
All right. So I don't say this out loud. I'm gonna think it.
And I'll just cup their hand and put my other hand on top of it.
Okay.
And focus all of my energy toward them in this.
I'm gonna try to picture Fenra the way that I remember her from my dream, like fierce and in fighting form.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna keep it simple. I've been told you can hear me, which is news to me. If my oath really means anything to you, can you help out tomorrow with Zorkol? Please. And then I open my eyes. I think I'm gonna have to work on this. I don't think I'm very good at it.
I thought you did great.
I hope she's listening.
Well, if she's not, fuck her.
Precisely. All right. Well, I'm quite tired. Would you like to retire?
I would love nothing more.
All right. And we will go off to bed.
Mm-hmm.
In your conversation, as you kind of speak to if she doesn't hear, fuck her.
Here's all.
Neither of you notice the tiny little piece of flame walking along the edge of your sword. All right. You all find your way to rest for the evening. You may all gain the benefits of a long rest. Yeah.
Lovely, lovely.
Oh, hello, no more.
I was fine, guys. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I'll get you next. Don't you worry.
Watch
Maybe
out.
I wasn't as
animate
bad
my-
as normal.
Maybe I'll just animate my little babies again. My little babies.
Fireball.
My little babies.
Hey, Iron Gloom.
Get it.
Fireball.
I've tucked all of my forks into bed with me.
Excellent.
That's so
Like
cute.
little stuffed animals.
so cute.
Like little stuffed
Oh
animals.
my god.
Little fucking tool.
What a little sociopath of a child. Can we talk about, like, not teddy bears,
No.
instruments of...
No, not toys, figurines.
I love it.
She's
I'm
had a
just
very
kidding.
specific childhood.
But I do love that there's, like, a little silverware drawer that's just, like, you know, like, there's, like, pliers and like...
They're tucked into my bed
yeah,
with
screwdrivers and chisels.
I
and,
relate to Olma.
Oh, so funny. All right. But
Yeah.
you all awaken the following morning early. Most of you go to bed pretty early. The sun has not yet risen. The guards are posted throughout the night. You all come awake before the sun. As outside, you do hear the kind of the din of battle begin to pick up again for the day. As you know, new fires erupt and different portions of the city come to life in a violent and bloodthirsty fashion. But you all awaken. I presume that everybody, one by one, eventually filters their way down into the chamber where Zorkol has been laid to rest. I'm free to do anything else this morning, but I think that's probably top of mind for everybody.
I'm gonna.
I don't know any of this.
Oh, okay.
Though.
I can say that word might have reached you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think, I would say during that 6-hour time period where
Yeah.
you're working, someone will come or has come to inform you. One of the AOR probably does.
Cool.
But you all gather in the morning. find yourselves in the chamber. And
I'd like to take Birdie aside.
yeah,
If she's still here.
I'm still here. I needed to sleep.
We all show
so
up,
bad.
and then it's like, oh, there she is. Okay.
yeah,
Just out of everyone's periphery.
Not leaving as dead as I was.
yeah.
No, I'm still around.
Good morning, Birdie.
Good morning.
I have I had a thought.
Okay.
Seeing as we're going to try to prevent someone's spirit from detaching from their material form.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can see and speak to ghosts, aye?
Yeah.
It takes a great deal of force to remove the connection between a spirit and its material piece. But that has been done to Zorkal. But there's still something that connects them. It's the reason this is possible at all. So it may be that you can reach him somehow and help to maintain that connection.
I mean, it's not an exact science, but
You're telling me.
yeah. I can definitely give it a shot.
That's all I'm asking.
Okay. Lead the way.
And I will collect everyone in the operating room, so to speak.
You all gather together. Zorkal is laid out on. At this point now, he's been moved off of the wooden table that he was on. There is a stone slab basically here, and he's been laid to rest on it. Just a simple sheet has been used to cover him. But yeah, you all gather together in the chamber. It's dark in here. There are a series of small sconces lit with continual flames. So there's kind of a green glow that basks everything. This kind of almost bare stone chamber. But yeah, you have everybody there.
Pierre, Evelyn, and Kaylin, are they still seemingly unconscious, sleeping?
No, they got rest, and they're still kind of banged up, but they also got a long rest. So they're
Go over to them
they
and just
come
kind of
in.
give them each like a
yeah, they're all here.
hug and
They're all here. Victor's here.
Yeah,
Everybody, the group that went out. They're all
yeah, but they're all like awake.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I will go over and just briefly
yeah.
glad you're back,
Yeah, they each have a moment with you.
Mhm.
I will look into the group, making sure like everyone is sort of in a resolved state as much as can be expected. Is everyone ready to begin?
Yes.
Roll my sleeves up. Yeah.
I also roll my sleeves up.
And I'll produce the diamond.
Okay.
You've got a lot to account for, Zachriel. But you believe in choices. I know this of you. And sometimes having all those choices means we make mistakes. You have gravely erred in the way that you've made all of this in this city possible. But just like any mortal, you can redeem yourself. You can recognize your failures and recover from them and do better. I ask that you do better now, in this moment. And I will light the ashes within my palm, and I will smash the diamond into my palm, and it explodes into a poof of embers that quickly dissipate into dust, like an uncomfortably fast disintegration of the diamond. Eligere! And I will cast Resurrection.
Okay. All right. And thus begins our skill challenge. So, as a reminder for everybody, quick refresher on the way resurrection works. Beginning the resurrection, the person who is responsible for it commence a skill challenge. The caster, who is, of course, facilitating the resurrection itself, must contribute to the skill challenge, which leaves 2 other potential people to contribute. You can do anything that you can think of. It's just like any other skill challenge. Use your character sheets, use your creativity. The goal is to entice, call, cajole, or otherwise return Zorkal's spirit to his mortal coil. The base revive DC for Zorkal, as he has never died before, is 10, just like everybody else. Every success within the skill challenge reduces his revive DC by 2. A critical success reduces it by 3. A failure increases the DC by 1. A critical failure increases the DC by 2. At the end, after all the modifiers have been accounted for, I will roll a single d20 with no modifiers. If it meets or exceeds the DC, Zorkal's spirit will return. If it does not, his soul has moved on to the Argent Plains and cannot return. So, as the diamond explodes, the embers and the diamond itself, they go outwards and then almost suspend.
Can I add one addendum?
Yeah, absolutely.
That my arm coats itself in flame.
Okay.
Like completely, like the bandage just completely burns off. And then I reach into the wound of Zorkal, and like my arm just disappears into his body, and I grab invisibly onto the tether.
Amazing. And to your eyes, that tether is frayed and tenuous, but you grab a hold of it with your hand. As the diamonds and the embers begin to slowly, in suspension, swirl around the room above Zorkal's body, Kellic, as you make your plea to Zachriel, and your arm, inflamed, reaches into Zorkal, I would like you to roll your choice of a religion check or a persuasion check. Before you roll, you're looking for... That's a damn good speech to Zachriel. You're looking for a 14.
14. It's a 19.
19. All right. You feel your arms wrap around the tether, and you have it. You've found him wherever he is as you've made first contact with Zorkal. And you feel that thread in your hand. Familiar now, as you've reached out to him many times. And you hold on.
Probably more than anybody.
Yeah. And you hold on. All right. Who's next?
I want to look at so as this is happening. I want to watch Flynn and see how you're reacting. Like what? How are you?
Calmer in the morning, but definitely stern and serious. Just kind of watching and just looking around the group. And if I catch your eye, I'll just, if you can help.
Okay.
I have an idea, but
We only need 3.
You can have 3. Anybody can contribute. If you'd like, 2 people can contribute and 1 person can roll with advantage, whatever the check is. So if 2 people would like to jointly do anything, you can also try that.
Could I give you advantage?
Sure. Yeah. Yes, you could.
So just while he's gonna do what he's gonna do, I would like to cast Aura of Vitality
Okay.
out and place the center of it on Zorkal's body, but it has a 30-foot radius. So I'm also hoping that aura kind of extends to give Seeker a little bit more confidence as well.
Okay.
And if I can kind of flavor this, like, I'll sort of imbue that aura with a little bit of the courage as well to kind of give him the confidence to do what he needs to do.
Okay. As Kellic reaches into Zorkal's body, the green flames of the room mixing with the orange flames of Kellic's arm, the halo of your magic, the moonlight and constellatory light begins to mingle and mix with the embers and the diamonds, creating this kind of constant scintillating moving light that passes over Zorkal's face. Seeker.
And I will walk forward to Zorkal's body and just
Step
holding
on the other side next to Kellic.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just holding my left forearm with my right hand. Close my eyes. Silent, I could use you here for this one, but Laris, I know you hear me. I know you see this. Please help us. And I will cast Shield of Faith. I will reach down and I will put my hand where the wound was, like where Kellic stitched, like when cleaned, like where the stinger was, and cast Shield of Faith. And it'll, like a purple shimmering energy will just kind of wreathe over what's already happening. And yeah.
Okay. And as you reach down, the glyph on your arm begins to glow as you feel extending forth from you that your own purple magic now adds to this kaleidoscope of color as purple light joins constellation, joins flames, and you see as that purple energy and that glow suffuses over Zorkal's body. I would like you to roll me. This is going to be a straight wisdom check at advantage. You are also looking for a 14.
I think it feels right to use yours.
Do it, man.
I'm gonna use yours. What did I need?
14.
With advantage.
With advantage.
What do you add?
3.
You got it.
With advantage.
Oh, yeah, because
Advantage.
crit.
Just in case
because it
crit,
could,
just
yeah.
in case.
17.
17.
Or 16. 16.
16. Okay. The purple magic that encases Zorkal's body, Kellic, you see as the purple begins to come kind of part way up your arm and begin to mingle around the flames, as again, kind of mirroring the movement of the diamonds and the flames and the embers in the room. Your magic and Seeker's begin to mix.
I'm gonna walk up kind of hesitantly.
Mhm.
Still a little unsure of myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I will just, like, not taking my eyes off of the body. I'll put my hand on his arm. Okay. And I'll shift that focus into that milky white eye as it starts to swirl a little and I start to blur my vision. Please come. I'll try and see if I can pull his spirit to me.
Okay.
Talk.
As the room, the scintillating light bleeds away from the room, all the color drained, and the walls and the floor around you become ephemeral, ethereal. You see out beyond this space, you see the bodies moving through the space beyond those dim reflections of everybody. And you reach out to Zorkal.
Mm-hmm.
As you do that, Flynn.
While I see her doing that, I'll walk up to the other side. Kind of just like, am I tall enough?
Yeah.
I'm assuming that like I'm tall enough to be like kind of like right, like his head is like right here.
Yeah.
And I'll kind of just get up to the side of his head, and I'll kind of just get up to his ear, just like to whisper in his ear, almost just trying just to speak to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just you know, you were really fucking mean to me. And this whole time I thought it was because, well, maybe it was, but you didn't like me. But it made me who I am. It made me tougher. And I just wanted to thank you for that. But we still need you. And I'm not done proving you wrong. So get the fuck back here. And I'll reach in my souvenir bag and I'll pull up the chalice of memories and I will pour it in his fucking mouth.
The chalice of memories.
I don't know what kind of check that's gonna be, but I do it.
Okay.
And I'm just like, just remember.
Okay. Flynn, I would like you to roll an Arcana check at advantage for me.
Woo! Okay. I'm running out of time. I'm shaking. I'm literally shaking. Oh, fuck. Come on.
You got this.
The 7 plus 7.
14?
Yeah.
That's what you needed.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
On the edge. On the edge. Wow.
Birdie. To your vision, out of the corner of your eye, you see a shape materialize. You see a tall, broad-shouldered reflection of the man you see on the slab in front of you.
I don't know if this applies, but I do have guidance as a reaction.
Okay.
Is this a skill check?
I also have a reaction
Okay.
to bend
Bad
luck.
luck.
Right. This roll.
Straight. Okay. All right.
Figure beside you turns to you.
These people, they want you back. You gotta come back. Can't you see them?
He turns, looks to the small form huddled by his head. I'm not done yet. As the purple and the fire and the diamond coalesce, going through Kellick's arm into the wound, as all the light vanishes from the room, and hello, Flynn.
And I'll just give him a big fucking hug.
And his head lolls. He rolled a 5.
Oh my god.
You guys did very good.
Oh.
And Zorkal returns to life.
Oh.
His wounds healed. And he slumps over, and you hear him laughing in your ear as his arm comes up and wraps around you, your
That
shoulders.
is like, we need to get you a fucking shield.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard what happened.
I can't hold my big sword with a shield.
Okay.
Oh, I feel like shit.
I bet.
I fall back to the nearest wall and I slump onto the ground.
Awesome.
Seeing that, I'll look to Seeker as seems like Kellick's disposed. Is he okay? How you feeling, man?
And the other Iron Light members, they like cheer and they come around you and they start like pounding him and like hugging him. Pierre, you son of a bitch! Like, just like yelling at him. Go ahead.
I would love to like sneak my way in.
Yeah.
And just like get as close to him as possible. And I say, so it was 2 gold to save you from the Jakir ruins. I don't know what this one is, but I'm just kidding.
He laughs.
Don't do that
like
again.
His big, hearty, like. Well, I don't know if you can put a price on this one, but I'll do my best. And he like slowly, stands up. You and the other Iron Light kind of haul him up to a sitting position. He reaches up to the hole that used to be in his chest, and he looks to you, Birdie, and nods, and then like holding you, Flynn. He's got you wrapped up in a tight hug. He like one by one makes eye contact with each of you, and ends on you, and just nods, and raises a fist.
Yeah, I think he's okay.
I can't breathe.
Sorry.
You just got back. How are you still strong?
I don't feel it.
Okay.
You rest. You rest, okay?
Oh,
I think I'm. Yes, good idea.
And don't do that again.
I'll do my best.
Getting pretty old coming to your rescue, Zarkov.
That's what I told him.
Yeah, you don't want to die around this group. They give you a lot of crap.
I'll walk over to Kellick. I'm assuming he's still slumped down on the ground, so you're about my height. I'll kind of kneel down to you finally. I'll just grab one of your hands and just kind of clasp it. Thanks, man. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Then wasn't a guarantee. It's limited time we have.
Yeah.
Don't forget that.
I just kind of give him a hug.
I walk over to Birdie.
I'm trying to stay out of the way of everybody, just kind of watching.
So that was kind of intense, and you you helped.
Yeah, a little bit. Not much.
Every day is not a good day, but when they're good, they're really good.
Yeah, it's nice to see everybody happy.
It's what we're trying to do. Thank you.
Just glad I was here, Bill.
Me too.
And Birdie, as the celebration commences, of Zorkal's life as he stood up by his comrades, you look to Seeker, and you see behind you the door out of this place, out of this chamber.
Yeah, once he goes back with the others.
Yeah, you, as everybody's kind of distracted by the celebration, by the return of Zorkal to life, you rather, quietly reach behind you, open the door, slip out, and Seeker, you see her go.
I nod.
Hey, Flynn.
Yeah. Sorry, I know you're probably.
Oh no, you're.
Did I squeeze you too tight? I know that like I'm super strong.
I think you may have wounded me. I might need resurrecting in a moment.
You got to teach me how to use one of those Hero kits sometime.
Sure, I'd love to.
What's up?
Just it's a nice trick with the chalice. I think that's what did it.
I wonder what he saw.
What does Zorkal have nostalgia for?
I guess we could ask him.
What if he just smells like teasing you or something?
Yeah, I mean, I honestly did think he enjoyed it, but I mean, it did kind of help me get stronger, but still.
I just wanted to say, you're my friend. And I care about you. I don't know if I convey that enough.
It's nice to hear. But I know. I know we fight, and disagree. And I really don't think I'm gonna like mushroom soup ever.
That's your loss.
But I know you're just trying to do the right thing. We all are.
Aye.
Finding the right way to do it, you know? It's difficult.
We'll do it together.
Always.
Just give me a hand up.
Yeah, I got you.
Get up and try and just try to like give Zorkal a pat on the shoulder and
Join the revelry.
Celebration. All right. And as you two together join everybody, as the laughs and the pats on the back, and they're all recounting like, "Oh, dude, what you did was so cool at the end." Like they're all telling now that he's alive. Yeah. Oh, he had like a great like last stand moment. He was like, I mean, they're like, "Why did you do that, you jackass?"
Yeah.
and you know, and they're
so
like
cool.
ribbing him about.
I'm just like, I wish I would have been there. You know,
They're telling exactly. Cool. Now that he's back, they're telling it like it was awesome. But as the sounds of that fade behind you, Birdie, and we come away from the celebration, you walk out the front of the Iron Light Castle. The guards there see you and recognize you. They
Just tip my hat. Keep walking.
open the gates, let you out into the city, and we will see what happens with Birdie sometime in the future. What does she do as she walks out?
I think I walk up a little bit with a purpose, but then I kind of stop for a second and just take out that vial of ink. Just roll it over in my hand a couple times. With a nod and a sigh, just keep going.
Okay. As you walk down the street a little bit, you get maybe a couple 100 feet away, so right before the castle fades out of sight, and you feel called to turn around.
I put my hand on my rapier and turn around.
And standing on top of the gates, you see a faint shadow, half-elven man with long hair, who raises a hand. The spirit of the Iron Light Sentinel.
Davy.
I raise my hand right back.
And he vanishes into the wind.
With a little smile, a little hop in my step, a little bit of hope, I head on to the Gloaming Well.
As you kind of hop, you feel something weighty in your pocket kind of settle.
Wait, stop, and I take that out.
And you see a vial. It appears empty, but there's weight to it. And as you shake it, you hear liquid in it sloshing around.
Open it. Do I recognize what it is? Oh.
No, just a little parting gift.
Yep. Nod and smile. Slip it back in. Look back once more. at the castle, just amazed. And yeah.
Right. Well, I think that's as good a place as any. Go ahead and end it, and we will pick up once more back in the Iron Light as the light of dawn approaches, and the second day here in Addersfeld. Woo! Thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate you. Bye, nerds.
Bye, nerds.
Thanks so much, y'all. Thank you so much.
Hey nerds, Devin here. If you're enjoying Venture Forth, please like, follow, and subscribe on whatever platform you're using, and make sure to tell your friends. If you're interested in going the extra mile, please check out our Patreon link in our description to support the show and get access to exclusive bonus content. Bye nerds.